Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today I just wanted to make kind of a lighter video, kind of a more chill video. On my Instagram page, I posted this post, I think a few months ago, or I forget when. It's been so long, but it kind of listed off movies and TV shows I've been watching throughout the month. So I just want to do it for November. I know November's not over, but I'll add the late November stuff to December, and yeah, we'll just make a nice video out of it. And yeah, I just want to put out a video and just share my thoughts. So obviously I watched Gladiator 2 recently and Anora. Those reviews will be up on the channel, so you can just go and watch some full-length reviews of that. I'm not really going to talk about them here, just because, you know, just full-length reviews. So just go watch it there. So a movie that I didn't get to catch in theaters that popped on Disney Plus a few days ago is Alien Romulus. Now I'm a huge fan of Alien. I remember watching the original Alien with my dad on VHS a long time ago. I don't remember how old I was, probably like 5 or something. This is years before the movie came out, but I just love the franchise. Even though some of it, like the AVP stuff, is kind of weird. Prometheus I thought was pretty good, and Alien Covenant I thought was pretty good. I like the newer ones too. Obviously Alien, I think 3 Resurrection or something like that, I can't remember. Not great, but Alien Romulus is the new Alien movie in the franchise, and I think it's great. The tone set by I forget the director's name. Fede Alvarez directed this film, and he directed Don't Breathe, the new Evil Dead movie in 2013, and I believe he directed The Girl in the Spider's Web, and yeah, I can't remember. But he used to horror movies, so it kind of adds to this horror tone. The atmosphere in this movie is so creepy, especially when they got on the carrier ship, cargo ship, sorry. And yeah, the acting is great. It just adds to this franchise that has so many great things about it. It's great. The next movie I wanted to talk about is Fresh. It's a movie that came out in 2022. It stars Daisy Edgar Jones, who was just in, Twisters. She was in Normal People. She was in, Where the Crawdads Sing, and she gives this great performance. Now, this movie is about this woman who wants to meet someone, but it just turns out the person she meets is a cannibal, and he is played by Sebastian Stan, who is obviously the Winter Soldier, aka Bucky Barnes, in the MCU, and they both give really good performances. I kind of like the dark comedy aspect of this movie. It's, her butt gets cut off, and there's scenes of, limbs in the freezer, because, obviously he's a cannibal and he does eat that stuff. But the moments where they're just sitting down and talking, the two actors just really, the chemistry is great, and it leads to a film that we shouldn't take too seriously. We take very seriously because of the tone they set. Now I want to talk about a couple of TV shows. A TV show I've been watching recently, binging really, is Station 19. It's a spin-off to Grey's Anatomy. If you don't know what Grey's Anatomy is, it's a medical drama. But this is also a medical drama, but instead of people in the ORs and in the hospital, it's firefighters. And who doesn't love firefighters? Now, this show is very, doesn't take itself too seriously. Obviously, in Grey's Anatomy, there's some things that, don't really work medically, realistically. And in this show, it's no exception. They're jumping off buildings. I know firefighters do that in real life, but, they jump off buildings and without, a crash pad, and they survive because they do it on purpose. And there's just some medical, scenarios that just make absolutely no sense. But in the end, it's just a show where you can just watch, kind of turn your brain off, and just get lost in it. Just because you kind of have to turn off your that's not real brain to enjoy the show. So that's what I do, and I enjoy it a lot. The next show I want to talk about is called Game 7. It's about Game 7s in the 4 major sports. So you got hockey, you got baseball, you got football, and you got basketball. And the first episode is the 2003 ALC final. I believe it's final. I'll fact check that. Against the Yankees and Red Sox, and obviously that was a heated rivalry because the Red Sox and the Yankees hate each other. But it gives kind of in-depth into the players' minds and how Game 7 is like the best 2 words in sports, just because of how much consequence the games have. And I'm not done the series yet. I think I have an episode on the Mavs versus the Spurs, I think, and the Rangers in 1994 Eastern Conference Finals. I can't remember, but it's a great series if you love sports. Obviously, I'm a big hockey guy. The next movie I want to talk about is called My Old Ass. It stars Maisie Stella and Aubrey Plaza, and it's a very, very good coming-of-age story. Maisie Stella's character and her friends go into the woods, and she's just trying to find herself just because she's going into college, and that means she has to leave her family behind, and she's sad about that. But also, she's been neglecting them, kind of like just not spending time with them and kind of pushing them away because she is growing up, and I feel like a lot of growing up, especially I'm a young adult, I'm 24. Growing up, there were some times that I took my family for granted, and it's kind of a nice reminder saying, hey, your family is always going to be there, you should spend time with your family. But anyway, so her friends and her go into the woods, and they take some type of drug that makes her hallucinate about her older self, and her older self is played by Aubrey Plaza, and these two have such a good chemistry, and it helps that they actually look like Maisie Williams is the did I say Maisie Williams? It kind of helps that these two have really good chemistry. Maisie Stella kind of looks like a younger Aubrey Plaza, and I think it's just great because it's really kind of getting inside the head of this character and understanding when she's young and when she's old, and I think that just works really well. Aubrey Plaza's character, obviously the older version of her, helps her out through, throughout the story, and just gives her advice about what has happened, because obviously she knows what happens, right? But she's just trying to give her advice and not trying to interfere in her own life, I guess. It's kind of weird, but it's really good and enjoyable film, and I highly recommend it. And the last thing I want to talk about is one of those series that I haven't really heard anyone talk about, at least people I talk to. Obviously, it's been on social media, some of it's been on TikTok, but it's just a series that I fell in love because I love musical theater, and that series is The Hazbin Hotel. Now, The Hazbin Hotel is based in a reality where, the angels in heaven and the demons in hell are fighting each other, and it revolves around Charlie, who is the daughter of Satan. And it's this really, really dark comedy musical that has some really good storylines, that has actually amazing music. I listen to that stuff in the car, and this animation style is very sporadic, and the character designs are amazing. It's one of those shows that you can't show everyone just because it is pretty 18A type of stuff. There's a lot of swearing and blood and guts, and sometimes there's cartoons having sex, and it's just one of those series that I fell in love with because I love musical theater. If you're watching it mainly for the story, there is some plot holes, but I'm watching for the music because there's some musical theater actors and actresses like Jeremy Jordan in it, and I love Jeremy Jordan. So it's just a really, really good series if you're into just the weirdness of stuff on TV, and it's just a really good series to watch if you just want to turn off your mind and just have a good time. Anyways, guys, thanks for letting me ramble again. I have been making videos the last 3 days just because I've had some time, and I just kind of miss making videos, especially when I got the green screen working, and it's just a really good time making videos for you guys. So thank you guys for watching the video so much. Until next time, I'll see you later.